All right, I know I'm late. It's my mid-year favorites, but I mean, it's still mid-year and I hardly ever do favorite videos, so why not, okay? We're just gonna keep rolling with it. I mean, it's only July 10th. We're not that far behind. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been really busy, but let's go ahead and jump on in. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So as you just heard, I am talking about a few of my favorite things. These are the things that I have been loving this year. So far, these are my mid-year favorites. I don't have too many. And I think there's only one category I'm missing, like the lips category, but I hardly ever do favorites videos. So let's jump on in. Before I get too carried away, let me introduce myself. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. And please just call me Ash or Ashley. So no particular order, just gonna kind of jump on in. Like I said, I don't have any lip products. Maybe that'll change later on. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull one or two out during this video. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of the things that I have been loving this year. So, like I said, no order, but this one has been a favorite. I'm actually wearing it right now. I'm actually wearing a couple of my favorites right now. And this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. What is this? Blurring Balm Powder. Because sometimes I call it all different types of things. But I have the shade number 7. And this is what it looks like. So you can tell. I've been loving it. And this actually has, let's see. In terms of, it has 18 grams is the net weight of the product. So I don't feel like you're not getting a lot of bang for your buck. You actually are. I have just actually been using it quite often. And you just actually need to scoop off a little bit. Today I actually just digged in way too much. It was like, it had to waste some. I was like, why did I do that? I knew better. But I love that we have a little spatula on the outside of the packaging. The packaging is actually really gorgeous. And I just love how this particular product just lays on the skin. Now, I do have a tan. I have a little side hustle with my cousin, so that's why I have been busy, you know, plus work. And I've had some travels to Mexico and Turks and Caicos at the beginning of May where I got a really healthy tan. And I've been taking this product along with me to these very hot and humid climates. And it's been wonderful, okay? It stays in place. It gives you enough coverage, but it has like, you know, a nice finish to it. And even though it dries down to a powder, it is not looking cakey. It's not looking very powdery. It's not making my face look dry. And I do have dry skin. So if you've never been here before, I have dry skin. Or if you don't really remember, I have dry skin. And that was one of my main things when I tried this product. I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to work, because I did try the Rihanna powder foundation a long time ago and I was like, I don't know. Looks good, but my skin is not looking very healthy. I feel like I had to do too much prep work, where this is not the case. It blends in nicely. I think it comes in about 12 shades, and they are ranging from light to deep. But the nice thing about it is they kind of transcend with you depending on what color your complexion is looking at the moment. So if you get a tan, you don't really have to worry. You can grow into your shade. It's very lightweight, holds up in the humid climates, holds up with the heat and the sweating, and your skin is going to look great. You're going to look made up without feeling, oh yes, one of my favorite complexion products of the year, hands down. Next up, I would like to talk about these two brushes right here from BK Beauty. So BK Beauty actually has really great synthetic brushes if you've never tried them. But the reason why I pulled out these two is because they come from the Angie Hot and Flashy collection. And I actually bought the set last year. But earlier this year, they released the set where you could buy brushes individually. And because I love this brush so much, I actually purchased 2 more of these brushes right here. So they have a foundation brush, which is the BK Beauty 101. So this is the foundation brush. And then this one is like a little baby brush, and it's the A506. So I decided to buy 2 more. So I have 3 of these in total, and they're all dirty, okay? So because It is perfect for concealer. The brushes are so soft. You don't even feel them, the bristles right underneath your eye. But I love this brush. So I decided to purchase 2 more because you know, your complexion brushes, they can get the dirtiest, especially when you're using these cream emollient products. So they get kind of gunky, and then, you know, your foundation doesn't lay down as great, or your concealer doesn't lay down as great because your tools are dirty. So I was like, look, I can't really deal without this brush. So I knew that if she ever sold these brushes individually, I would definitely want to go ahead and get one. And definitely went ahead and purchased 2 of them. So this is right here. And like I said, it is the greatest brush for just patting in that concealer, getting right there, up in the little crevices, bringing it up. Love it. Then the second brush is the A507. So this is a brush that I love for bronzer. So because of my face, like, you know, I do have kind of like a fatter face, but then it's sometimes like, you know, my face is fat, but it's not fat, but I definitely want to keep my bronzer in a certain particular area so I can have that, you know, that chiseled look, you know. But look, it just fits here. So nice. I mean, the brushes are so smooth. And honestly, usually for my face tools, I do prefer sometimes synthetic brushes, you know, versus like my natural hair. Now, I do have plenty other, well, I wouldn't say plenty. I do have some other natural hair brushes, but I mean, honestly, it works so well, and I'm not holding it right. And I just take it, and it works really great. So I just knew I needed another one of these for sure. And the shape, I think it's the shape, it's how flexible the brush is, it's lightweight, feels good. And then of course, you know, it feels soft, it feels good. Now, what else do I have? I have some more brushes, and these were actually gifted to me. So even though they were gifted to me, these brushes are quality. And you know, I love some great eye brushes. So these are actually by What's Up Beauty. So you actually have 6 brushes right here. These are natural hair brushes, and this set is actually only about $100. So actually pretty affordable when it comes to natural hair brushes. You get fun pink handles, so you usually don't get, you know, nice pops of colors when it comes to the natural hair brushes, but they blend so well. They're so smooth, they're adorable. I have washed these brushes I don't know how many times and they are still standing up, and I just saw that these were restocked, so I would definitely go ahead, grab these, because they're beautiful brushes. And if you wanted to try out some natural hair brushes, figure out, you know, what the hype is about, I would start here. If you're not able to also get your hands on the Sonia G, what is it? What is this set called? I think it's the Pro set, yes. But these are excellent brushes to try out, or just to add to your collection. This product right here I absolutely love. I have teeny tiny lashes, like teeny tiny. I mean, right now I have on falsies, but my lashes are so fine, you know, like basically like they don't really have any color to it. The hair is not dark, so they look lighter. They're not very thick, and they're not long at all, okay? But this product right here has been helping with the cause. And this is actually the Grande Lash MD. So I actually have just like a small little mini one because I bought it with the Sephora VIB sale, and I just wanted to see, you know, how it did before I committed to the whole process. So here's the thing. It's working. My lashes are actually getting longer. I had a couple other videos where, you know, I didn't have any false lashes, and my lashes are growing. And here's the thing. I should really be more consistent because it would work even better. There are quite a few nights that I actually forget to put this on, but when I discovered that this was working was probably like the first week in May. I think I had it for maybe maybe about a month or so, whenever VIB sale was it March, April? And I was literally on vacation. I was putting on mascara and I was like, wait a minute now. My eyelashes are looking pretty long here. I was like, if I was consistent, maybe it'd be longer, you know? So I have been using this. I love it. I do feel like sometimes in the morning my eyes are it's a little dark around there. But also I'm also trying to figure out, is it because I'm just not used to really having any type of eyelash, you know, I'm actually gaining, you know, some new lashes, and they're actually getting pretty long. So, you know, I don't know if that makes a difference. It does not irritate my eye. I do just kind of do a thin coat. I try not to get it in my eye, and I just do it right here at the base of the lids. That's all I do with it. It is just a really great product. This particular product does have a 12-month shelf life once you open it, and I think this one was maybe like, was it $40 or $60, you know, for the small months. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to try it. And my friend Beauty and the Frizz has been using this, and it's been working wonders for her. And she does not like wearing the false lashes. I can do it really just for the videos, but when I go to work, I'm not wearing false lashes. I think she was at one point wearing the lashes to work just to complete the eyeshadow look, and I'm just more like, you know, you just gonna take these struggle lashes and get what you can get. But you know, they're not so much struggle anymore. You know, they're getting a little lymph to them, so I appreciate that. So that is definitely a product that has been working for me. Okay, so next up, I actually have a few cheek products. So I'm gonna start off with this palette, and this is the Besame blush palette, and this palette is actually by It's Belle Cosmetics, and it is beautiful. It has all the summer colors in here, and you can kind of, you know, you can finesse them for the fall time. And I don't know what's gotten into me lately, because I like blush apparently, even though I wear a mask and probably can't even see it when I put it on. But very bold, buildable colors. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. I think this was only like $20, $30. I do actually have an affiliate code with It's Belle Cosmetics, and they did just get reset up because they moved from Puerto Rico to Wisconsin. Like, I gotta hear about this choice, because I'm like, y'all done went from island vibes to Wisconsin. I think it was part of it to like help their business grow, but I'm like, Wisconsin, girl, it's cold there. It's real cold there. Let me know how you do after your first winter, okay? So this is the blush palette right here. Beautiful 6 shades. So what I love about this palette is just the beautiful colors, like I mentioned before, but I definitely feel like this color story will transcend for a lot of different complexions. You know, if you're fair or if you're deep, there is something that's going to show up. And I feel like actually all of these shades will show up on you. And I like how we have the oranges, the raspberries, the more terracotta shades, the plums, pinks. So I love this, and you know, if I want a lot of options when I'm traveling, I just pop this in my bag and it works out really well. Another product that I've actually been liking, is this the right one? So this is the Fruitlighter from Clioanadh Cosmetics, and I'm trying to figure out if this is the correct shade. Yes, this is the shade I like. Now they have another shade, Pitaya. I do like Pitaya, but this right here is my shade, Tropico. So it is such a beautiful multi-chrome highlighter. And I decided to skip on the rest of the collection, but these highlighters were calling my name. I mean, do you see that? And they're so smooth, and you could just gonna put a little, do you see that shine? Like, oh my goodness. I'm just blending it out with a finger that doesn't have anything on there, but it is gorgeous. And especially like on deeper skin, this is going to be pretty. Even lighter skin, I mean, I feel like you might have a little bit of cast, but there is just, it's really beautiful. Like that shine. So loving this highlighter, very smooth, very glowy, got the multi-chrome vibes. Really great for the summer. Definitely loving it. In addition, I have 3 more blush products that I am loving right here. And these are the Klarity Kosmetics. Now, they're pressed pigment blushes, and it was 3 shades. Did I get 4? I think I got 4 shades, but these are the 3 shades that I have been loving, okay? So I actually have this one on right here. This is the shade called Extra Shot Please. Now these are like, they come in some gorgeous colors. This one is definitely more terracotta, a little bit more burnt, but it looks gorgeous, especially, you know, if you have a tan, it's just going to pop up, show up well. A little different than doing just the normal orange. So this is shade here, but I would say that you have to be careful when dipping your brush in because they can be a little powdery. So you do have to be cautious about that, but beautiful color payoff. In addition, I also have the shade, I think this one is Dijon, or let me see, because this one, okay, I lied. I got 3. So this one, or I thought I got 4. I don't remember. Interesting. So, I don't remember. I think this one is called Honey Mustard, okay? We've got Honey Mustard here, and it didn't have a name on there. So I do really like this one also, but depending on what my eye looks like, I have to be careful with this one because one day I put it on and I was like giving jaundice, and I was like, that's not the look I'm going for. But it's actually really beautiful, and it gives a really healthy, just a glow to the skin. So it's actually really pretty if you've never tried like a yellow blush. And then I have one that's a little bit deeper that's called Boo Thang, and this one is more, you know, like actual orangey, like just straight up orange. And like I said, it just gives that scent. And even if you're deeper, these type of blushes are going to look great on you. I also topped off the blush with something else I've been loving. And this is actually a dual chrome blush, but I decided to wear it as a highlighter today. And I have been wearing it as a highlighter quite often. I have it right here. This one is mixed in with the highlighter from Clioanadh Cosmetics, but right here, and this is the Best Buds blush. Best Buds, okay? And this is from Menagerie Cosmetics, and it actually came out with that Sugar Glider collection, and this is just beautiful, okay? It does have somewhat of a golden / greeny shift, and I just can't get enough of it. I think that it looks absolutely stunning, okay? Because you're getting color payoff, and you're getting the highlight situation, or you can put on your whatever blush you want to and then top this off as a highlighter. It's like win-win situation in my book. So definitely loving this. It's so smooth, gives nice color payoff. I think they did a great job with this. So another product that I've just been absolutely loving. So, okay. So, you know, eyeshadow's my jam. And I haven't bought a lot of eyeshadow palettes this year, but I have 3 palettes I want to talk about, okay? So I am wearing one of them, and this makes me sad. And it's just sad for a whole lot of reasons, okay, that I cannot control. And because this is the Tammy Tanuka or Sigil inspired Peacock palette, okay? And Tammy Tanuka is a brand from Russia. It's an indie Russian brand, okay? This palette launched in like January, February, and things were toxic at the time when I bought it. So they have 2 sets of shipping. They had UPS, yes, UPS or FedEx shipping that was rather fast. You would get it in about 10 days. And then they had Russian Post. Russian Post, similar to, you know, United States Parcel Service. You know, you get it when it shows up, okay? So when I purchased this palette, I was like, oh, things are toxic. It's not good. These talks, I don't know. I don't see it going too well. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and do the fast shipping with the FedEx or the UPS. So this is what the palette looks like. I just tried this brand at the end of last year. I think my official video went up this particular year, but I bought my first set of palettes back in December. But I actually did a full review of what I had from the brand in January. But this palette came out this year, and it is gorgeous. Now, look at it. These shadows, I have this on my eyes right now. And these shadows, honey, it's these mattes, these shimmers, it's giving Pat McGrath, okay? The formula is giving everything. The formula is giving buttery. It's giving creamy. It's giving pigmented. It's giving shine. It's giving life, okay? It's just giving. And I have not been so impressed with the brand since first trying. I wouldn't even say first trying Pat McGrath, because when I first tried Pat McGrath, I liked it. And when I first tried Pat McGrath, that was back in 2017. I liked it, but I was a bit confused about it because I was like, I did not understand the formula. And that was my user's error, okay? Because I didn't understand the textures and what type of technique I needed to use to kind of apply those shadows. And you know how you have some of the shadows that are definitely grittier. But these particular shadows, I would say these mattes in here are very much on par. So some of the mattes from Pat McGrath, buttery, soft, like they're gonna blend out like a dream, pigmented, especially from a brand that's from Russia. I mean, you know, it's not a lot of black folk floating around or people of color, so you don't think that these are gonna show up as well as they do, but even a shade like this shows up well on my skin. Same here, and these two are definitely shimmer shades, and this one has a little bit more duochrome to it. Now, these particular shimmer shades definitely remind me of her satin shimmer shade formula, the formula from Pat McGrath that you'll find in the Decadence palette. You know, that formula that we talk about, that you can also use these as a matte and blend them out in the crease. This is fabulous. I'm so sad because they released like a bunnies palette or something in the spring, and there's no way to get your hands on it now unless you're getting it from some type of reseller. Maybe somebody is selling something, because she does have an Etsy shop, but the thing about the Etsy shop is still like connected to, you know, the Russian base, and there's no payment forms accepted, so because of the war. So I actually was able to get my hands on the little black glove palette, and let me show it. So this was the little black glove palette, and this palette actually released like Saturday into Sunday morning. I mean, gorgeous. I have swatched this on camera before, but I gotta swatch this red for you. Do you see this? I mean, do you see this? So I say, do you see this? And my towel that I will wipe my hands off on is all the way over there. What is wrong with me? I'll be back. All right, I wiped my hands off. So like I was telling you, you know, things were toxic when they released these. And the Peacock palette. And then it was followed up by the little black glove palette, which I actually haven't had a lot of chance to play with. Probably just because it's summer and, you know, the color story is, you know, kind of deep, dark, and grungy. But when this palette released, it was like the Saturday or Sunday, and literally on Monday or Tuesday night, Putin invaded Ukraine. So it was like, okay. So I actually did the UPS shipping on this, but you know, UPS or FedEx, whatever they offered at the time, you know, they cut ties as well. She was able to send this out via Russian Post. I did eventually get it. But after that, it was just like, you can't get anything. So super sad. A brand that I wish I could get more of. Love their stuff. It's just so unfortunate. So I have two more palettes to talk about. I have this palette right here by Adept Kosmetics, and this is the Heather Austin palette. And this palette was actually gifted to me as well. And this palette is gorgeous, okay? It is just giving some of everything, okay? And this is the palette that I would have purchased if it was not sent to me, okay? And it was a great surprise that was sent to me. Now, you have a lot of different color stories in here. You have some grungy, you have neutral, you have bright and fiery, you got some lavender color stories, you have plenty of multi-chromes. I am loving the multi-chromes. I am on the multi-chrome train, okay? And you have some beautiful mattes. Even though you have 4 mattes, you can kind of do a wide variety of looks with it. And the shimmers are really, really pretty. I would say that the only shade, which is Scrubs, and this shade is actually more of a squishy shade, so that's why you see like the squishiness and like a lot of movement in the pan from this particular shade, that This particular shade, I don't have as much longevity with this particular shade, but everything else I do. I do wear this palette sometimes with the glitter glue. Sometimes I do not use the glitter glue with this palette, and I don't have too much issue at all. It stays on my lids for a long period of time. I usually put on my makeup, I'll go to work. It'll be 12 hours past and I come back and this palette is looking great. Everything is still put in place. I just would say that this particular shade, to me, it just fades to me. Now, what I do also like about this shade, you can use it to pair it with some of the other shades that have that purple in it, so you can kind of get some depth to your look. This particular shade, PaO2, you can deepen it up, but if you want to just kind of go in with something different, you can particularly use this particular shade to kind of just transcend your look, give you a different option on deepening up that outer V. The shimmers are beautiful. You can use them with a brush. You can use them with your finger. Heather doesn't particularly like to use her finger. She does like to use a brush, but she did a fabulous job with this palette. A super fabulous job. The color scheme is just gorgeous. I mean, Video, Chad, and Smith, and Austin. Austin is a beautiful duochrome. Just very silky, very smooth. Just, all the things that you want. And I'm just going to put it here. And just definitely, look at that. Just elevate your look. Ooh. That's cute on top of that. Okay. Put a little on this side, Hook it up. Okay. I'm here. Voila. Whole new look. Oh, like, that's lit. I like that. So, yes, as you can see, the shades in here are gorgeous. So she did such a good job with this palette, and it's definitely been a favorite of mine. Now, another favorite of mine, and you guys have seen me pull this palette out so many times especially when I'm working with my single shadows. I have done multiple looks on it. This palette was actually gifted to me as well. Okay, I'm winning the light. Go ahead, Ashleigh. So don't mind me, I don't have no sense. But this is the Dollhouse palette. This is by Blends Bunny Cosmetics, and I love her palettes. Now, I'm not a person that usually likes larger palettes, okay? But for Blends Bunny, I'm going with it, okay? You want some mattes? Baby, she got the mattes. And this particular palette, she decided to up the ante by putting 2 rows of shimmers. So we have row of shimmers here, row of shimmers here. And everything, it just falls in line. It's definitely very monochromatic, or what I love about it and what a lot of times I do is I just mix it up. I just jump in between. But if I want some neutral mattes, I'm pulling out this palette. You can see I have dipped in quite a bit. I mean, I'm not hard on my palettes too much, so, they're not going to be too messy, but the shimmers are really pretty in here. They're easy to apply. You do have a few that's like, it's a little harder to pick up. With a brush, you definitely probably need to use your finger just because they kind of have a lot of slip to them, but these mattes, they're gorgeous. And her palettes, they inspire me to do all matte looks. I'm all about the shimmer. Like, you see this, I'm like, give me the shimmer. I'm like, are we shimmering? Are we shimmering? Yeah, that's me. But her palettes, I'm like, okay, I can do some all matte looks. So this is beautiful, and I just can't even wait to see what her Primal palette is going to look like. I'm very excited about that because I love the Surge. The Surge palette, I don't know, Dollhouse might be giving Surge. No, I think Surge is still my favorite. That one is just still very unique, and this is, even though this is neutral, I still love my Surge palette. So those are my favorites so far of the year. So, I don't know, like, I've bought a lot. I haven't really bought a whole lot of palettes. Like, I've bought palettes, but I haven't, you know. Of course, Pat McGrath is coming out soon, so I actually do like that, you know. I did not work myself up about it. I'm like, of course, I still want my blue green, but the fact that it's a little bit more cool tone, I'm with it, okay? I did not work myself up about it. She did not draw the inspiration out for 50 billion years, so I appreciate that also. I do like her new blushes. I have two of them. I have Night Bloom and Paradise Glow, but I haven't really had them a whole lot to just say like, these are favorites. These particular products, I've had them at least a couple of months, over a month to go ahead and play with them. And that's how I like to have things in order to present as a particular favorite. And I will recap with those other products. Maybe I'll do another favorites video sooner than, you know, waiting to the end of the year. But let me know what you've been liking. Do you like any of these products, or any of these products just kind of like new to you? Let me know down below. What have you been loving throughout 2022? Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very soon. And last but not least, subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chat. Hey, chat dance. Hey, 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 chat dance. Chat dance. Hey. Hey. All right, y'all. Bye.